This is a story of a certain YouTuber, a not so popular YouTuber, and his trivial YouTube reviews.
What? Wait a minute. I'm popular. You know, I'm liked on YouTube, right? Right? Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the anime. No matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular. And there's a much longer Japanese title, it's just, I don't want to say it, I'm too lazy, but it's Watamote for short. So Watamote follows the socially awkward and alienated Tomoko Karoki and her trivial pursuit to become popular in high school. That's the entire anime. Now, I was requested to watch this anime by one of my subscribers, Gabriel SR, and you guys voted for this anime to be one of the animes that I reviewed for the month of July. And I'm not gonna deny it, guys, I was pretty intrigued to watch this anime. I mean, the concept about a socially awkward girl making the transition into high school and trying to become popular, the comedic possibilities there are just endless. I was so interested in this anime that I actually went out of my way and bought the first volume manga of it. And after reading the manga and watching the anime, I gotta say, I enjoyed some parts of this anime, but there were other parts of the anime that I found very mundane and uninteresting. The anime is just in the middle for me. It's not too bad, but it's not really good. Starting off with the things that I liked. The animation in this anime is quite solid, with some beautiful scenes here and there, and I just like the overall style of the anime. I found it very unique. I don't know how to describe it, but there'll be like these shapes of brightness in some of the scenes where one of the shapes will be really bright, another one under it would be semi-bright, and then there's also like dark shading around the edges. And I thought that was pretty unique. Each scene had this sort of element to it. Not only that, but I love the way that they used the color gray, whether on the main character or all the surrounding characters, to really give this feeling of alienation. The only gripe that I have about the animation was some of the character designs. They go as far as to not even give some of these characters any faces. And I know they're just background characters, but come on, don't be that lazy. Although I found the story mundane and very trivial, I still thought that it was very unique, showing a perspective of high school that we don't really see in a lot of animes, and that's through the eyes of a socially awkward girl. I mean, in most animes, the main protagonist is a well-rounded individual, having a lot of friends and getting along with people quite well. That is not the case here in Watamote. Tomoko does her damnedest to alienate every person she meets, even people that she's friends with or even her family members, making not only the story very unique, but also Tomoko the character. And speaking of Tomoko the character, although I didn't really like her that much, I did, however, relate and empathize with her at many levels, especially when I was in high school. Some of the things that she went through, I also went through in high school. Like the crushing feeling of loneliness that her character would feel from time to time. I also felt like that in high school, and I still feel like that sometimes nowadays. She would have these inner monologues. She's very self-conscious about herself. Again, traits that I also relate to. And also there's an entire episode where she does absolutely nothing but stay in her room, play on her computer, order things online, and watch TV. That is literally the summer that I've been having this entire summer right now. It literally felt like I was looking into a mirror and I was just like, are they Is somebody recording me right now? Because this is exactly what I'm doing right now. And the last thing that I really liked in this anime were some of the relationships that Tomoko had. Like her relationship with her brother, which I felt was really genuine and very heated, like a brother and sister relationship. But they both really care about each other. At least the brother really cares about his sister, and I like seeing that. And then there's her relationship with her best friend Yu. I really related to this friendship because I had a similar one in high school as well, and I just loved their bond and connection. They felt like genuine friends, and Yu really cares about Tomoko. Not because she pities her or anything, but because they have a strong bond with each other. But as much as I enjoyed and related to some parts of this anime, there were other parts that I just found really boring and uninteresting, and I just didn't like. As I mentioned earlier, although I found the story very unique, I also found it very mundane and boring at times. Like, I'd be watching an episode and I would kind of like doze off and, oh, the episode's still going on? Oh shit, okay, I'll keep watching. She's still standing in line. There wasn't much of anything that really kept my attention in this anime, and you don't need an action scene or tits and ass to keep people interested. As long as you have a compelling story and interesting characters, people will continue to watch. This anime, however, does not really have any of those elements, and one of the main reasons as to why I really didn't care about what happened in this anime is because every single thing that happens, and I really mean this, every single thing in this anime is so damn trivial. I mean, hell, the first line in the anime, the narrator says this is a story about an unpopular girl and her trivial pursuit. That's the first line of the anime, and that basically sums up this entire anime. And I just don't find trivial things all that interesting. And also going back to what I was saying about the main character Tomoko, although I did empathize and relate to her in some scenes, overall, I just didn't really like this character or even cared much about her. I never pitied her, I never felt sorry for her, and she kind of came off as judgmental and rude, judging almost every single person she bumps into, including her friend, through her inner monologue. But it could be because I have a very optimistic view on life, which pulls me to more positive characters, whereas the main character of this anime has a very pessimistic view on life, which really pulls me away from this character. But I do know people that share similar viewpoints as Tomoko, so she's not a badly executed character. I just didn't really like her, and I didn't really attach myself to her. And if you don't care or even like the main character of your anime, the one we're supposed to follow, the one we're supposed to root for, it really detracts from the overall experience and enjoyment of the anime. Because if you don't care about the character, then you're not going to care whether or not she's happy or sad, or the people that she meets, or the adventures that she goes through, the misadventures that she goes through. You just don't care about it. And while on the subject of characters, I wish that this one character in the anime had more involvement and development given to her. And that character is Aimee. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. But this girl left a huge impact on me, and she really stood out in the anime, even though she only was in the anime for 3 episodes. I loved her personality. I loved her growing relationship with Tomoko, and I would have loved to see that thing really blossom, her relationship with Tomoko. And I'm guessing later on in the manga, they might have a relationship, but it would have been so cool to see it here in the anime. She is without a doubt my favorite character in the entire anime, and it is a damn shame that she wasn't given much to do. And the last gripe that I have is that I didn't really find this anime all that funny. I mean, yeah, there were some moments and scenes that I did chuckle at or giggle, but the anime in its entirety, I just didn't find all that funny. In fact, as I was watching the anime, I kept thinking to myself, you know, this would actually make a very interesting drama. And especially in episodes 10 through 12, which took a more serious and dramatic route, I thought those were the best episodes in the entire series, and I would have loved for them to have taken a more dramatic route with the story. It would have been very interesting. And this last thing that I'm about to bring up is not a con against the anime. In fact, I really liked it as a standalone thing. It's just I felt like it was out of place in a slice of life, mundane anime like Watamote, and that is the opening theme. The opening theme is nothing like the entire anime. I mean, that opening theme was energetic, it was exciting, it was thrilling, it was captivating. I really liked the opening theme. I could really jam out to that opening theme. But it just doesn't embody what the entire anime is. I mean, there isn't a lot of excitement in this anime besides the opening theme, which is the most exciting thing about this entire anime. And it just felt kind of out of place, I guess. I will say that the opening theme does embody the frustration that the main character feels. It's just it still feels out of place in a very simplistic anime like Watamote. Now if it was the opening theme to Bento, now that would be a different story. So overall, although I did like and relate to some elements of Watamote, at the end of the day it just comes off as a very trivial and mundane anime that's neither good nor bad. It's just pretty average. And that's why I'm going to give this anime a 3 out of 5 stars. It's okay. If you don't watch Watamote, nobody's gonna beat you up for it. I would really recommend watching Watamote if you can relate to the main character's dilemma, which I know there are some people that will relate to Tomoko as a character. So if you do relate or even feel alienated like Tomoko, definitely give this anime a watch. You're gonna really enjoy it. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you really like and relate to it? Or did you find it really mundane and boring and you really didn't care? And let me know, what is the most mundane anime you've ever seen? An anime that is so average that it's neither good nor bad in your opinion. Comment below and let me know. And as I promised you guys last week, I have a new anime poll out today. Link will be in the description, so be sure to click that link below and go vote on which animes you would like for me to review for the month of August. And stay tuned later on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for TV Warfare. It's going to be all AMC over there, so be sure to go check out Agree to Disagree's channel for the latest TV Warfare. And stay tuned tomorrow, I have a new video on We Live Film, new top 10 list, and movie warfare with special guests Comic Uno. We'll be talking Captain America versus Batman. Should be a very interesting one. And of course, next Monday is going to be the live chat for July, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until all these videos come, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace YouTube.